Hey family, how are you? So I know the last time you guys seen me, I was like an emotional wreck. And yeah, so Makayla was due to return home today. I paid for her ticket because her dad called me. He didn't tell me he was done. That's it. She has to go. He told me that. So I booked her ticket because he told me to. So I did it. And Kyesha went down there to get her and everything, and he never showed up with her. He said all this stuff, no, I'm not taking her, and he was just in the moment and he was upset. So I've been calling and calling, texting and texting, no calls. Makayla, I don't know if she blocked me from her phone or if he blocked me from her phone, and can't get in touch with him. I called the wife, I called everybody, no answer. So what I decided to do was to call the police to do a wellness check. The police did the wellness check. They called me when they was at the residence. They had Makayla there with her. She said she's safe. I got to speak to her. She said she doesn't want to return home. So I called the lawyer. I spoke to them. And the lawyer advised me on the next steps to take, because she explained to me how legally I can't even go in there and take her. I don't have custody of Makayla, and neither does he. So it's a lot of things I didn't know. Being that his name is on the birth certificate and we have an acknowledgement of paternity, if I willingly give Makayla to him and say, hey, keep her to such and such date and bring her back, and he doesn't bring her back, it's not kidnapping. So if he give her to me and I don't give her back, it's not kidnapping. So the only thing I can do is go to court for a custody battle, which she also informed me, because Makayla is at the age of accountability. She's a child. She'll get her own lawyer. And because she's very adamant on staying, she don't know how things will work out. Let me tell you something. I will no longer be discussing it on my platform because it will be a legal matter going forward. I am going to put in all the necessary paperwork. I have to do these things in North Carolina because that's where she's at, and I'm going to go to court. Whatever that judge decides to do, my heart will be content, because I will know I did not fail her as a mother. And if anything goes wrong, it's the system who failed her. Makayla, I don't know. She's very adamant about staying because she loves her school. She loves her friends. I don't know what's true and what's not true, because when she's upset, she tells me a different story, but I can't live my life based upon emotions. Every time he gets upset and gets mad and he's tired of her and she's not listening, come get your daughter. But when they're good and everything's great and she's being calm, oh, she's staying here. So I'm supposed to waste tons and tons and tons of money and keep booking flights every time you get tired of her and you call me and you say, oh, come get her. So now I have to book a flight and you say, oh, no, she not coming. So I'm supposed to do this every 2 weeks, every single time, because that's when I get a call, every 2 weeks. You're not going to run my life. He lives in this world where he think he can run everybody's life. You're not running mine. So we're going to do this the legal way, and we're going to go to court. Also, that child support I've been sending you for the child you only had for 8 months, that I've been taking care of for the last 12 years, not sending anything. Take me to court for it. You hear me? Not only do I send child support, but I also send food as well. I send Amazon, Instacart. I still play my motherly duties as if I was still there. So for y'all to be shitty to me and never bring that child to come home with me after you made me book her ticket and told me you was taking her, I'm going to put up a fight. I'm going to damn sure put up the fight. And whether I win or lose, I'm going to go to sleep at night knowing that I did all I could do for Makayla. Sometimes as humans, and I ain't going to say as adults, as humans, because she's a child, we will get in a situation and we will think it's the norm, not even knowing it's the worst thing for us. Let me tell you something. I grew up in a drug house. Did I know anything was wrong with it? No, because it's how I grew up. My mom had all these crackheads and drug addicts in the living room. And I remember one day, as my friend made fun of me, and she was like, oh, shut up. When I come to your house, I got to step over crackheads to get in and all this stuff. And I'm like, what? Okay. And like, no, Jasmine, that's not normal. This is not the way you're supposed to live. You've been conditioned to think that this is normal behavior. All the things Makayla have told me, you think that's normal? You think it's normal behavior? It's not. But let me tell you something. As a child, I'm going to want to stay somewhere too where I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. One thing about my kids, anybody could make, the only thing they can make fun of is you got 4 kids and you live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Let me tell you something. I know what my kids doing every minute, every second, every hour. I'm on top of everything. These kids are safe. They're fed. They're clean. They're warm. So you're in this big space. You got your own room. You're doing what the hell you want to do. What teenager wouldn't want to do what they want to do? What teenager wouldn't want to do what the hell they want to do? She getting what she want. Of course, I'm going to say I want to stay here. Listen. Going forward, it's going to be a legal matter. I think that I've never felt this way in my, like, I feel so defeated. Like, you could play with a lot of things, but you don't play with people's kids. Like, you're playing with my child. And this man has told me the same thing for jump. All I want to do is be taken off child support. You think he care? He just want to keep you long enough to show documents to the court to say she's been in my household this long. Please take me off child support. Not knowing he left a whole nother kid over here that... What happened to her? What happened to Faith? I'm not going to allow these people to cause so much trauma in my life while they living their happily ever after. How you think this little girl feels? She wondering why her sister is at her dad's house. Meanwhile, they don't even call me. Like, you just causing trauma in my household, and I'm not going to allow it. At some point, it's just, girl, I'm going to go to court. I'm going to do things the legal way. I have all these people in my DMs and my messages. If it couldn't be me, nobody can tell me nothing about my child. I would have been in my car on my way to North Carolina, and I would have snatched him from her house. You would have been dead. Some people have guns. You hear me? You're trespassing. You can't do that. If that was me, I would have went to her school and kidnapped her. You cannot go, no human in this world can go into a school and say, hey, I'm here to pick up such and such. Where's your ID? Are you on the permission slip for pickup? Oh, you could prove that you're the mother. It don't matter. Her dad registered her in school. He's on all of that paperwork. My name is on nothing but a birth certificate. They don't give a fuck. You could show 80 birth certificates. For all they know, he could have a restraining order against me. They're not giving me no kid from no school. And especially imagine, I go pick up some kid from school and they fucking crying, saying I don't want to go nowhere with her. Oh, wow. Throw me in jail and throw away the fucking key as we speak. Can you imagine? I walk inside of a school talking about, oh, this is my child. I love her so much. Can I have her? And the child is crying saying, I don't want to go with her. Bitch, where's Detective Tutuola? Olivia Benson? You might as well just call Stabler right now. Because I'm going to jail. I'm not doing it. Yes, I'm coming right now, baby. I'm doing everything the legal way. And what happens, my heart is going to feel content over it. Right now, I'm hurt. It hurts like a fuck. Honestly, I was so happy for her to come home. I can't even talk about it without crying. Got the kids excited. Like... But it'll be alright though. Anyway, family, I love you. I appreciate you. Let's continue on with this vlog. Hey, family, how are you? So the quality is horrible because it's dark outside and I'm outside. I am going to meet up with Chrissy. This is true love, by the way, Chrissy, because this was so far, okay? So far. People who are not from New York City think everybody in New York City lives really close. But I love her, so I'm here.